Us for another episode of Vine Panther Presents. Today we shall be discussing the BMF as we talk about season 4, episode 7. And let me say, this episode really reminded me why the show needs to be canceled immediately, because I was like, what in the absolute fuck am I watching? But anyway, we're gonna get through the intro. Jamai's gonna help me talk about this stuff that we just got done watching for about 50 minutes, and then we'll talk about something useful like Fantastic Four. All right. Oh, wait. I got to do it now. Wait. This is gonna be funny. Wait. You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional. Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Woo! Giovanni, thank you, Giovanni. Thank you. Is that AI generated?
Yeah.
Because that's well done. Well done, Giovanni. Is that where you want to start? Is where
I don't know if you want to do positives. I'll let you take all of that and come back around.
Oh, I ain't got nothing. So no, that's not true. That's not true. Jay Pusha earned his death, particularly in this episode, and I'm happy he's gone. I'm happy Lamar has not made a comeback. I'm happy about that. And I did not see Jay Pusha's brother being the one killing him. It makes sense, but I didn't see it coming in that particular scene. So I like that. And then that led to what I hate about this show, which is somehow Demetrius being lifted up to godlike status for doing absolutely nothing. And somehow he and Kia are taking credit. And brother is right there. And makes no effort to say, I'm the one that killed him. You know, I did that shit. Like, he's letting them take credit for his work, and that doesn't make any sense. But the shot was like that was pretty awesome. I guess so.
Well, you know, after he shot him, he's like, "What am I gonna tell mom? What am I gonna tell my mother?" And so I guess they gave him a story to tell his mother.
Then that should have been explained. I had to kill him because both of you bitches couldn't do it. But I can't tell my mom I did that. Then I let him say, you take the credit for this. But that's what you tell your mama. That's not what you tell the criminal organization. That's not what you tell the Moors.
Well,
like, you don't sit there and take credit for somebody else's work, and they're right there with you. Like, they should have left him outside in the car. And if they're going to do that, there's no need for him to be there at all. So I don't understand any of this.
I think you have him there to be like, all right, he's cool with it, so there's not going to be a relative retaliation. You don't have to worry about his brother coming and going rogue and coming. You know,
I think people know who his brother is, and that's not a concern anyway. Like, I don't think anybody was true like, oh my God, brother's coming for. I don't know that fucker's name. You know his name?
No, but
DeMarcus. I know you know. DeMarcus. What's Jay Push's brother's name? Because I can't think of it for the life of me. But there's no one that was scared of his retaliation at all. It was just unnecessary. I don't. It was just another way to lift up a Big Meech, really. The man of all men who doesn't believe in violence and will never ever commit violence, and it just happens to happen.
I thought I was gonna actually see something because they start off with Mexico in every episode, and he's got the gun and they ready to shoot at the federales, and then the theme song starts. I was like, no, you can show him doing violence in another country.
None of that. Nothing that can get him prosecuted. Nothing that can get him prosecuted. They're like, and he believes in pro-choice, ladies and gentlemen. I respect that. A man with kids he don't take care of is like, if you want to abort yours, who is she and why should I give a fuck? Like, I'm serious. I don't know who she is and why I should give a fuck. Carter, thank you, DeMarcus. Thank you, as always. And also the Spanish. If God damn it, why do we gotta hear these Americans butcher the Spanish language? Like it is ignorance. It is ignorance. He good guy, he good hombre. You know, we need to move product. I'm like, what? Why are you talking like this? Why? Like this. I'm sure he's actually Latino. I'm sure he understands English. Why are we doing this? He's already Latino. We can see it.
It's a matter of not the acting, it's the script writing. We know that.
No, there's execution though. No, I hear you, but there's also execution. Like it's not written that they have to sound like shit. Like that's just the execution. That's the actor. That's the actor. So like Meech can do better. Like or just not do it. Just be like, can we not do this? Because I sound dumb. And people are gonna make fun of me.
I'll tell you a positive for me, right? Because I was ready.
Besides the vibrator, go.
With my temper and whatnot, I was ready to throw the TV out the window, right? Okay. And then something happened, and I was like, okay, this saved the episode of the show, because Charles is talking to Terry, and Terry, he says, yeah, I need a stable job. Yeah. And I'm like, you was about to kill yourself last episode because you couldn't go on tour. Now you want a job that's more like, when did this happen? What stable job are you being stopped from getting? Like, and then by the end of the episode, it had just totally changed about Fazy's Lucille. Yeah,
let's see if it actually happens. But I bet you he breaks his leg.
I'm like, that scene with him and Terry didn't need to happen at all.
Nothing with Charles needs to happen at all. Nothing with Charles or Lucille needs to happen. So
no, Lucille, she is the most trifling.
Hold up. We do actually got a comment for that. She's a B. Anyway, let's start at the top. I do appreciate all of you. Hello, Nikki. Thank you for being part of the crew. I've been waiting, and we are here. Thank you very much for wanting to hear our crazy thoughts about this silly ass show. Nicole named her baby Demetrius is messed up, considering she has two brothers. I don't know if this is really how it happened in real life, but once again, they're like just sucking off Meech with this show, and it's sickening. Like this very season, she got arrested again because of him. Like, and then she shits on Terry for being like, you had me carry drug money across state lines. I'm like, bitch, I'm not the one who gave you a car that got you arrested. That's not me. That's this dude.
I'm like, when I saw her in the bus station, the airport, whatever.
No, airport.
I was like, I saw this last season. I was like, I just knew she was gonna get caught. I thought because I'm like, she couldn't sneak a pocket knife into high school. So I'm like,
I love the almost Ocean's 2 version of like her like using her pregnancy like to help give. I did like that. I did like that move. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for being here, hanging out with us. Oh, Lucille is a biatch and need to be stomped out for stealing drug money from Nikki. Okay, so I want to talk about this baby shower because ignorance.
No, episode 1. Did Nicole not have a graduation party?
Yes.
We're episode 7. I don't know how long of a distance this is in time, but she's like, we need something to celebrate. You just celebrated graduating.
Apparently, she's pregnant enough to be showing. So time has jumped forward 5-6 months, I guess. So I mean, she just found out she was pregnant last week.
Well, no, because I'm saying, all right, it must still be, because she's saying I'm gonna defer school now. So I'm like, if she's saying that now,
it still must be summer, you're saying.
Yeah, because I'm like, you would have had to have done that already.
Also, I see your point, but they don't know how babies work or how time works. But somehow enough time has passed that she's showing, but somehow, to your point, still not enough time that she should be actually taking her butt to school. Hello, DeMarcus. Thanks for hanging out with us. Good evening to you, ma'am, for being part of here. why does Kia look like Jada Pinkett from Jason's Lyric? Well, maybe the movie came out around this time and that hairdo was popular. But I like how you brought those two together. They did a live stage play of Jason's Lyric, which is stupid. But if they redid the movie, depending on who played Jada, I might watch. You know. So, but I just told Forrest Whitaker is behind it. Thank you, SJ Smith. We appreciate that, and DeMarcus. SJ got that first. No, seriously though. Riddle me this. How do you have a baby shower for your baby, but don't open the gifts for you and your baby? That doesn't make fucking sense. Like if you got $3,000 in cash, that's part of the process. Like just you open the gift and be like, thank you, Terry, who I shitted on. Thank you for this money. No, she finds out later when Terry's like, what about that money? What money? And I'm like, how did you open? Did you not see the vibrator that was gifted to you? Like, what is happening?
This is what I don't understand. So Lucille's friend is talking to her about a vibrator, and it just so happens that the daughter gets gifted a vibrator.
No. Is that no? Okay, I took it as she bought it for Lucille.
It had a bow on it, and she saw it when she was cleaning up all the presents. So she
bought it for Lucille. She bought it for Lucille. There's no fucking way that you're gonna tell me that not only did she steal her money, she somehow wanted a back massager, and now Lucille's fucking herself with it. That's what you think happened?
It had all right. The scene where she opens the envelope and sees the money and pockets it, and then Charles comes up behind her and she just throws everything in the bag. That was when she saw the wand, and it had a red bow on it. I'm like, I don't even know why it wasn't red. Like, who puts a bow on it and not
the vibrator for her? Not thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. Estelle bought it for Lucille, but why would she bring it to the fucking baby shower
and not wrap it? Like, this is something that you just don't have the box just out. You know what I mean?
It's a back massager, Jamani. That is the official use for it. As I sent you the picture, you can buy that. I did buy one of those from Walmart. It's a back massager. Now, if you want to use it for other things, because you can't afford an actual fucking vibrator, then that's a different story. But it is a back massager. That is the manufactured purpose of it. Okay, so not the same thing. But it shouldn't have been a baby shower gift either way.
That's just marketing purposes to get it into wholesome stores like Walmart and whatnot. But everybody know what they use.
It's a back was okay.
If you went to your homie's house, right, your best friend's male friend's house, and you saw that in their house, they live alone. You're telling me you wouldn't like this? Don't like
Jamani. Like right now, the Hydro one, it's at my gym. The Hydro one, which looks just like that, and you do this with it. It is a massager. That is the purpose of it. Can you get off on it? Absolutely. But women can get off on fucking pillows, apparently, which I didn't know that till I saw some videos. But I'm like, so anything can be used for other purposes, Jamani. Like it's a massager. I love my so there you go. So yeah, the bzzz thing, right? The gun thing, right? So I'm like, no. Like, I mean, anyway, this did not need to happen. Either way, none of this needs to happen. This is the second time we've seen Lucille play with herself. Why the fuck do we need to keep on seeing this?
No, this is why the show was canceled. Like, I'm pretty much like, you see, Nicole has a lot to do with this show or whatever. It seems like she has a lot of
angst about
a lot of issues with her mother.
Yes,
I don't want to have a daughter because I don't want to have a relationship like I have my mother or whatever, right? So if I was Demetrius, the grandson, and I'm reading the script and seeing, I think I might go to drug use too. I'm like, who wants to hear about? Yeah, grandma was getting off on the back massager.
On the back massager.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's funny you should bring that up Like this week actually, I thought about it and I said, this is really Nicole's story. This is Nicole's story. This is a young lady who grew up in a poor family, turned out to be a drug family, who tried to do her best in school, lost her boyfriend to violence, tried to go to school herself, became caught in the cycle of teenage mother. This is her story. Like, she's having an arc. Like, she's developing as a character, and everybody else is how they impact her. And I would have watched that story if they would have framed it right. And I would have been like, okay, I'm following Nicole's story. And does she get out? Does she make better choices? Like, she has a much more compelling family story than
That's
anybody
what the show
else
should have been, but nobody would have gotten excited or watched it. They want to see it for the two brothers.
No, again, that's because they made it this family. I'm saying if they did not make it this family,
no,
and they made it
like, all right, so a lot of people, the Markeisha character or whatever, she had her thing on BET Plus or whatever, and it barely made a dent. Like, nobody really cared because people care. It's called BMF, and people care.
Again, you don't call BMF, Jamani. My point is, you don't call it BMF. You make a story about a young girl from Detroit in a bad family trying to get out, but the arc is there. That's what I'm saying. You don't call it BMF, obviously, because this ain't BMF. I mean, I hear you. That's what I'm saying. But they do a different show, and I would have went better with it. I would have understood what I'm watching and why I'm invested in Charles and fucking Lucille. Look, even want to talk about Lucille showing her titties to get fucking welfare.
No, this doesn't make any sense. I've been to the welfare office, don't know that much about welfare, but I've gone to like Social Security and other government agencies and stuff like that, right?
Uh-huh.
You don't select the person who waits on you. It's like, when you walk into a room and just like.
Well, I'm reading the comment again. It's a show, Jamani. It's a show. All right, like, you gotta let that go. But the fact that this was even on camera is a problem. Like, she was like, "Oh my God, have you seen my cross? It's right between these nice titties." And he was like, "Oh, titties. Let me get you these benefits, and here's my number so I can give you some more benefits." Like, he's like, "If you want this Section 8 housing, and if you want these food stamps, I want those draws." Like, that should have been part of the contract. That's what I would have.
That should have been first season. When you have 3 kids in the house,
all right,
underage,
all right.
What the hell does she need welfare for now?
She's about to take care of her grandchild. Again, she don't need it, period, because
she's constantly saying she's not going to. But, like, all right, so the preview of next episode was probably the best part of this episode, which was the whole, what happened to the $3,000? There's food in the fridge. Any more questions? I'm like, no, I thought, I believe from the way that they premised this episode is that she's supposed to be tithing with this money, right? Because they were talking to her about, why aren't you tithing? And I'm like, if she's a part of like a big, not a mega church, but a big church where they have a board, right? I would think that she wouldn't have to then work at Wendy's to then be tithing, right?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, because her paycheck as the pastor is coming from the tithes and offering. That's how those kind of churches work. So the fact that they're like, you're not making enough to invest into the church. The church is my business. So that doesn't make sense. Like, that doesn't make sense. If she was an elder or something, and then that would be a different story. But she's the pastor, which means she should be a full-time employee, which means her paycheck is coming from the tithes and offering. So unless she's embezzling money, so that I don't get that particular part. Nicole will go to community college with Worm. DeMarcus, are you saying that as fact, or are you making a joke? Because I don't see anything. Oh Jesus, Nikki, are we talking about? I don't get the joke in that one, but you are joking. Facts. Charles needs to go to Atlanta, and Lucille needs to go to hell. Neither one of those is happening. Like, Charles will break his leg before he goes to Atlanta. I got a strong feeling he'll still be in Detroit next episode, unless you know for a fact otherwise. But I feel like that's what we're doing right now. Like, they just talk this bullshit, but in the end, Charles and Lucille have to be together because they keep each other relevant in that sense. But we talked about this last week. Like, all the family should work at Terry's restaurant, and he should pay them quite well to run the restaurant. No one should be stressing for money at all, ever. Like, this, it doesn't make sense. And to your point, like, if you were willing to go on tour, which is temporary by design, going to Atlanta and helping your sons build up an actual stationary record label is the opposite of temporary money. And right now, he ain't got no money. Like, so I mean, some money is better than no money. Me, Nikki, not BMF, Nikki. Okay, I need to. Oh, okay. Me, Nikki, not BMF, Nikki. Okay, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, Nikki. Oh, you're. Oh, I get it. She's talking to you. Thank you for the clarification. I was quite confused. Thank you. That's not gonna be Breeze's baby. Nah. I'm waiting for the Maury. Oh, actually, Jared Springer. Let's give credit where credit's due. I'm waiting for the Jared Springer moment when she finds out she don't know who her baby daddy is. That's what I want.
No, all right. So the Lucille says, "Oh, you shouldn't have been having unprotected sex." I'm like, what happened to all of last season with birth control? That should be what's being brought up as opposed to having unprotected sex. Because the hell happened to that?
I hear you. And if they would have said something like, if Nicole was like, you made it difficult for me to get on birth control, therefore I did it without. But where are the fucking kids? Like, LaWanda is at a baby shower. Where are your fucking kids? Like, where's fucking Meech's kids? Like, this is a family event. They should be meeting their future cousin. Like, where the fuck are those kids? Like, I don't understand. Also, real quick, because you know how I feel about them kids, bro. Terry's in Mexico on another unnecessary flashback saying, I got to get back to America. I got to get to my son's birthday party, which I'm sure he did not go to. In present day, he's thanking LaWanda for taking care of their kids, saying, baby, you know, everything I do is for my family. And then she had to proceed to tell them everything about what's going on with the kids because he's too busy fucking Markeisha on Meech's table. Like, which is off camera. They make sure that was off camera. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was upset. Like, Terry is a shitty father. Like, I don't know if they purposely make him look like shit. I'm not sure why. Not that Meech is a better father.
No, but. I'm like, is there a good father in the show? I'm like,
no. But I'm just saying, again, they can write it any way they want. I'm just saying, you don't need these children. They can be at the baby shower. I don't understand why they can't be at the baby shower. LaWanda's kids are with her mother, Desiree. I like to see that, or they could talk about that. I did not hear any of that after the Nickelodeon scandal. Leave the kids off set. I'm not sure. Damn, that went dark. Meech didn't show for the baby shower, but Nikki is naming her. That's a good point. Also good. Again, this whole kissing up to Meech thing is a constant theme in this series, as he was in jail when the thing started. So again, we always say they're trying to put him the best light possible, and Terry to a lesser extent. Hey, real quick, let's get to the lesbian scene that never happened. So when Markeisha runs into Tank's wife, I don't know if Tank's a real person. I don't really don't give a fuck. But when she go to the back room and said girl's trying to give her a hand job, didn't you not think that they were going to go somewhere? I thought something was going to happen out of this. Like, I was kind of hoping.
I didn't necessarily think that.
I was like, because it was a lot of rubbing for no reason. And I'm like, okay, so Markeisha is going to like seduce the wife. This is what I thought. They invited him over for some kind of sex party, baby oil, something. That's how I took it, right? So I was like, okay, Markeisha is going to be like, hey, Terry, let's go undercover to their house, right? That's how they get in, right? So Marquise is sitting up there making out with the wife, getting her like, you know, like, and you know, the Tank is in the other room. Then fucking Terry's goons come in, and that's how they rob him. That's what I was hoping for, because I'm like, you're wasting my time with all of this stuff.
This is just altogether stupid. Like, I'm a drug dealer. I'm being squeezed out of the drug business that I have with my brother. So I'm going to gamble to be able to play my underlings. And then when I lose said money, right? Fair and square. It's not like dude was cheating or something. He just says, yeah, time's up. I'm going to leave or whatever, right? And he's like, no, you got to let me win my money back. So you have my money. I'm like, how is it your money? You lost said money. It's his money now. Like,
see, it's funny you should bring this up. I took it as he was betting. Terry actually started winning, and then he pulled his chips. That he actually did win the bet, but once he saw that Terry was winning, he just pulled the chips, and that's why he thought that's how I took that scene. That's how I took that scene. Maybe, Terry.
Yeah, I'm saying like he started getting on a roll to win the money back. But it wasn't like he took his money from him or anything. Like, it was just like the money that you're trying to win back, I just cashed out. So you don't.
No, again, came back. So I think we agreed that he was owed that money. I hear what you're saying. Like, I'm winning. Give me a chance to win back my money. That's how you thought the scene was going.
Yeah,
I took it as he was losing the bet and he just pulled the chips. That's how I took it. And then that's why the woman said, hey, we'll make this right, but he makes us too much money. So she let that shit slide. And we never saw her actually. Also, Terry has a gambling habit that needs to be addressed, because if you're gambling fucking business money to somehow flip it and make more money and you're bad at gambling, none of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. So then we got Tank busted T T came back. We got the dice and won all of Tank's chips, and then Tank left. Yeah. So T was winning the day, and that was technically his money. That lesbian scene was as bad as Alicia talking to Reggie's girl on the Shy. Is that this week's episode? I need to see that. I don't know. Help me out. I actually thought Terry would have hooked up with Amani. I thought so too. I thought that's why are we doing this? Like, none of this is helpful. None of this gets us from point A to point B. So I'm like, why did any of this happen? I don't understand.
It seems like they haven't left Atlanta yet, so maybe they might have some Atlanta swingers thing or something next episode or something, because both Terry and Marquisha are still there.
It could, but I feel like they kind of missed a moment. Also, obviously, that was a body double when Terry was in the bathtub, and Lala, they showed that ass from the back, and I was like, But I was like, I don't think that was her. I'm pretty sure that was a body double, but it's still nice though. Either way. I
thought when she was taking off the robe, I thought they was going to see, classic power frontal.
Yeah. I was like, me too. I was like, damn it. But I was like, none of this was necessary. Like, go talk to your kids. Find your damn kids. Like, I need the kids. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's go. Anyway, again, who's the pregnant girl and why does she matter? Did you answer this question for me? Because I don't know who the fuck she is.
What pregnant girl?
The pregnant girl that Meech took to the abortion clinic.
I don't know. She's been in a few episodes or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, you're like my little sister or whatever."
Tina, damn it, Jamon. Okay, thank you, DeMarcus. And Nick. Who the fuck is Tina though? Why should we give a fuck? Like, explain to me, because I thought that was the woman that Meech slept with. Like her, Purdy's makeup assistant or whatever. That's what I thought it was, and therefore that was his kid. And she's pregnant with Meech. That's what I thought. And then I was like, no, this is some random kid to prove that he's pro-life or pro-choice. Excuse me. Is that the point of this? To be like he believes in a woman's right to choose? Is that the fuck why we doing this? Like,
I'm like, he's quoting like women's lib, like your body, your choice. I'm like,
what the fuck? What? Like, why is this bullshit happening? Tina is based on Meech's assistant who took care of little Meech when he was little. All right, okay. So she has an abortion in real life, I guess. And then now when Meech is born, this is gonna turn some Back to the Future shit. So when the other woman is pregnant with Meech, then she's gonna take care of that kid. This show will be canceled by then. Tina is Meech's right hand.
Has been canceled.
Thank you. This show is shit. I'm just Tina thought Meech would disapprove of her abortion, but why would he care? It ain't his damn kid. The whole thing was unnecessary. He's never been pro-life. He don't take care of his own damn kids. So why does he give a fuck if this random girl is pregnant? Nikki didn't get an abortion because of their upbringing. I think a lot of black folks, we have a tendency to be like, the Lord says we shouldn't get abortions, but y'all have, we do a lot of sins, including the fornication that created the kid in the first place. So we pick and choose when we want to be Christians, and so I think it's more the financial issue. Anyway, it just baffles me that this shit is going on because we do got bigger fish to fry. I don't know. And then what was it?
And what would the bigger fish to fry be? Because I'm like,
cocaine dealing. Like I want to see like actual deals. Like again, we sold off all the work. Show us the work. Show us the cops tracking the work. Like show us that there's a threat. There's a threat to someone in this drug organization. I'd rather watch the Moors right now. The Moors were far more interesting. The Moors versus Pusha was a far more interesting drug show that lasted like 3 scenes. But I would love to watch them. I love the hats. I mean, I love the commitment. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, we're wasting our fucking time, man. Like we said, Mexico.
You say that, but I'm like, I feel like anytime Brian is on the screen, I'm like, this is a waste of time. Because you see, what was it, the beginning of season 2 with him and was it Leslie Jones or whatever? When they a bust isn't gonna happen until then. So what are we gonna do for the next 10, 12 years, something like that? I'm like,
we talked about this. This whole show on its face is unnecessary because we know how this story ends. Like, you're too far in the past to make us feel any kind of fear. Purdy, I can't remember. Did Purdy die? I can't remember.
No, she overdosed this episode. Remember then
she went to rehab. I truly forgot. She went to rehab and then she overdosed again. She left rehab. What happened after she left rehab? I can't remember. Is she on the run?
She's just on the run because remember he went there and she was like, "Yeah, she's already gone."
Yeah, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, I was hoping she was dead. Like she turned to a crackhead really quick, and then Tina,
she was snorting coke from the first time we saw her.
No, but like the decline of like, I need it, man. I need it. I'm like, where the fuck? Like, when did this turn to a thing? Like,
that usually happens when people get injuries and then they're on the pain medication, and the pain medication makes them lethargic, so they need the upper, and then they become more dependent on the upper and the downer to stabilize them. Like, an injury is typically where drug use begins.
So this would be far more relevant if her boss wasn't a drug dealer. Like, has she not figured out that he is the supplier of the very cocaine that she's addicted to? Have we even had this conversation yet? Because she's like, Trill understood, like, he would give me my drugs. Meech will give you your drugs. He probably supplied the drugs that you are buying. Have we even made this connection?
No, but this, remember, this isn't reality. This is the BMF show. So Meech would probably organize the intervention, send her to rehab, all types of stuff.
In fact, he did. Like, he's like, oh my God, why is she not here? Your business is on people like this. This is why you get to drive a Ferrari. It's because of people like Purdy. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Except for the actual opioid epidemic who made money off the drug and the rehab. So actually.
What would make a lot more sense to me is there's been so many drop storylines with the Lamar and all. It would make sense if B. Mickey was the one who shot her in the club. Like, you guys aren't going to be successful businessmen. And then she's coming out of the hospital and he kidnaps her or something like that.
Yes. What happened to the big Kaiser Soze reveal that he's behind this whole? Like, what happened? You're absolutely right, Jamani. It should have been him. Damn it. You're right. That would have been more awesome. That he's actually behind everything. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, he's not even, he wasn't even in this episode. I was like, damn it. There we go. So what we got? Loco wants Meech to meet his boss, Manuel, in California to expand and could cross paths with Veronica, Jen, dealing with the rival cartel. Yeah, but we only got like 3 more episodes and this show got canceled anyway. So they should have got to that. That's a story. That is a story. I don't know if he said this before, but Kim and I were going to talk about. Have y'all watched? Have you watched Queen Pins on BET or BET Plus, depending on where you want to find it?
No.
Are you familiar?
I've heard of it. It's like American Gangster for females, I think.
Yeah, but I think it's more popular. I think they actually, because it's more. And my point is, at least two of the women in this series used to work for BMF. In the big scheme of things, like they weren't Meech and Terry, direct, but like they have very compelling drug stories. Like, just make those live episodes. They have impacted so many local drug dealers that they could easily do a show on this. They have so much material and they are fucking this show up.
No, the issue is that the show is running on notoriety of name recognition. And it's like, if you just made these fictional characters, you could do more with it, as opposed to, the real characters might get in, the real people might get in trouble with law enforcement because, society is such that, law enforcement watches TV and then does an investigation.
Yes, it does happen. So, but again, then they shouldn't have made the show. And that says, I actually thought Meech would sell Blue Dolphin drugs. Is that the drugs that he took with Lucky? Is that the drugs, DeMarcus? Is that the drugs that he took with Lucky? Because I can't remember. Maria is Purdy makeup artist, and could Little Meech's mother? Could be Little Meech's mother. So where is she at? Oh, the answer is
wasn't Little Meech born this century? Like, I don't think he was born in the 90s. So I don't like.
Well, they're 96, the late 96, maybe 97. Probably.
No, they just did the 95 Source Awards. That was like 3 episodes ago. So that was
time moves. Time moves. But yeah, you're right. I mean, there's only so much of a pregnancy can go. So, all right. So maybe let's say late 95, maybe around 96. Yeah. Little Meech was born in 2000. There you go. Yeah. So we need to get to the 2000s, y'all. Like, damn it. This show should have started in the 2000s. It should have started then. Like, we didn't need poor black kids, who didn't have shoes and had to share cereal. We didn't need that story. Like, not at all. Like,
would you have watched? Imagine BMF being everything that we want it to be in the 2000s or late 90s going into the 2000s, right?
Yeah.
All the way up to the arrest. Would you say after that show concludes, BMF prequel, and this being the show?
No. Well, again, my point is this should not have happened. So no, I wouldn't have watched it because this is stupid. Like I'm like, all of this is a failed experiment. So I would not have watched it. Even now, we know how the story ends. So no, like I was like this just no. I'm sure people thought there was gonna be a lot more excitement, and even if they had to make it up, who got the girl pregnant who almost beat Purdy up when she saw her doing? I don't know, and I should I give a fuck? Like, I don't like, it made it seem like the baby was relevant. Like, I'm like, who was having sex with her? Like, I shouldn't have to worry about these things. Laz was Tina's baby father. Okay, who the fuck is Laz? Do you know? I don't. DeMarcus knows. I don't know. I don't know who Laz is. Nobody worth mentioning. Again, no one in the show is worth mentioning. I say again, Lucky and the Strip Club should be its own show. Like, clearly P Valley's not coming back sometime this century. Like, they need a strip and they really want a strip club show on this network.
I saw an Instagram video where it was like, we finished filming season 3 like a year ago of P Valley, and they're like, we're just waiting.
I'm saying, like, last year, this year's Magic City, I think they did. They did some other strip club doc. It was P Valley Down Under. They went to Louisiana strip clubs or some stupid shit. And then this year they're doing Magic City. Like, they clearly believe a strip club show is popular with STARZ audiences. Just make Lucky and her crew a strip club show, and you can spin it off from BMF. Like, it would make sense.
You would be stuck in the 90s though.
That's the best time. That was the best time. Strip clubs are shit post-COVID. Like, you want to do when it's high baller. Like, late 90s, early 2000s, it's just rappers and fucking NBA players and titties. Like, that's a show. That's a fucking show. Like, I don't want to hear about Black Lives Matter. I don't want to hear about fucking COVID. I don't want to hear about fucking Trump. I want fucking Biden years. I want a fucking Bush years before 9/11. It needs to be before 9/11. Because if you watch Hustlers, with Jennifer Lopez, and she looked good in that. She was like, it killed the fucking stock market crash, all that fucking killed the strip clubs. I'm like, late 90s, early 2000s, gold. That would be an awesome show. Awesome. I submit. Bryant arrested last. Thank you very much. Because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Last got arrested for keeping the drugs. I don't know who the fucking grandma was. I'm like, why am I watching this shit? I had no clue who he was and why he's important. I had nothing.
All I know is that the guy showed him a picture of him talking to Meech, and I'm like, Meech is in the car, and the guy is leaning over the car talking to him. I'm like, yeah, this really proves a lot.
I was like, what is happening? And with that, he sat outside this man's house smoking 3 packs of cigarettes and eating a whole bunch of Cheetos. And because he spent a lot of time with his grandmother, he got a warrant. He got a warrant off that.
What probable cause is that?
What the fuck is happening? And then the way he fucking just hammered that dude on the table was hilarious. I mean, that was absolute gold. But I'm like, you need to build up these characters. So I know that Laz is important, that he has a baby coming. Does he know his girl's pregnant? How's he going to feel about that? Is that going to make him not want to confess? Is that going to make him confess? Bryant should have found out about the girlfriend and used her for leverage. Like, I don't know who these people are.
And he's like, give me something to write with. And he's just, what the hell is he writing? What does he know to write?
It's not gonna matter. We know, even in this version of Terry and Meech, we know when and how they get arrested. And it's a decade from now. Like, we got plenty of time. None of this means anything. Absolutely nothing. So why are we doing any of this shit? Like, I don't understand. I can see people don't care about side characters. Side characters move the plot. If they give them a plot, then they become relevant. They don't give these people plots. They're just random ass people that show up and get arrested and have babies and have to go to go up against pro-life people. And I think that they did it on purpose, that most of those people were white. I feel like it was a message. Because I was like, most of the people screaming at her were white. And I was like, But anyway, it's unnecessary. This is not that show. And if they're going to do that show, they should have Nikki trying to go get an abortion and Mama beating her up on top of the head with the Bible, maybe literally. And then she goes anyway, and then going kind of like Yellowstone, give me Yellowstone. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh no, I can't actually want my baby and some other shit. Like, that would be relevant if this was a different show. And I am being ridiculous for thinking. And am I being ridiculous for thinking that Worm should be Nikki's baby daddy instead of the other guy because she had sex with him last? I hear you, but we don't know the space between the sex, and semen works the way semen works. So I mean, she could have already been pregnant, and then Worm got some. That's very possible, but they don't do a good job of explaining time span between lovers.
Because I'm like, they're trying to make it seem as though she never really gave it up until Meech gave her the car for the, like that was the first time.
Yes.
So that really, says there was this one time with him before he went to college, and then all these other times with Worm afterwards.
Yeah, they were getting it in. Worm was going to community college. Oh, so that's right. He's a drug dealer with some goals. That's right.
This is all right. So I don't get it. I don't like. They both graduated, right? Or they're the same age, right? Her,
yes.
Nicole and Breeze.
Yes.
She's got a scholarship, right?
Yes.
He went off to college.
Yes.
What is she doing while he's off to college? Like, did time just all of a sudden skip summer and he's in college and she's not? But then she would have already had to defer. But she's calling him and he's at college and he's
at college.
Yeah. So
yeah.
This does not make any sense.
You are right, Jamani. He's already in college, looking at sexy women. Comes back for also. It was weird that he and his mother had the conversation at the baby shower to be like, "Oh yeah. I'm just back from college and I'm gonna stick around and help take care of the baby and I'll go back to college." Shouldn't y'all had this conversation on the phone when you found out you were being a father, or at her house? Like, this should not be happening at the baby shower. Like, this has already been discussed. Like, I was very confused.
If you were at college, right? This probably wasn't written by people who've ever gone to college, but you have stuff in the dorm. You have to move out of said dorm and bring your stuff back. So you would have had to have had that conversation.
Yeah. So it just, but you are they made it seem like Breeze already started. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, I felt like I was watching a different world. I mean, he was like, "Hey girl, what's going on? I can't." Oh shit. He's like, "I care about you." This is supposed to be a regular phone, not a cell phone. And he was like, "Oh, wait a minute. Titties, I gotta go." Click. And he what happened to that? Like, I thought he was gonna be like, "Hey baby, if you're reading this letter, I found a sophomore that I'm into. Bye, bitch." And then he gets the, "Hey, this is supposed to be a letter. Hey, I'm actually pregnant and it's your baby." That's how I thought this whole thing was gonna go. And then none of this happened. Like, I thought
it was gonna be like, I think he doesn't have time to talk to me, so I think he's doing something with somebody else, so I'm gonna do something with somebody else. But that was never connected. So
that would have been a great story. Like, wait a minute, who's that? For example, who's that girl I heard you with on the phone? Do you know? Okay, but two things. I'm gonna tell you two real life stories for me. All right. First, I'm gonna do this. I was in the Army, 18 years old, in basic training. I called back home to my girlfriend, the only time I could use the phone. And that bitch was going out with her baby daddy and her ex-boyfriend. And I heard it. And I was like, "This bitch." And I broke up with her. One point is, that's what Nikki should have did when she heard fucking Breeze looking at those other women who were like, "Hey, hey girls, you want to go to a party?" Like, that should happen. And I'm like, that didn't happen. But that would be a good storyline. You know what I'm saying? Breeze plays football, so he probably had to go to school early for practice. That should have been explained. This was not explained, but that's a good point. I can see that. They just said Breeze went early for a program. So I mean, something Worm should have popped up at the baby shower, not marked. Very good. Mark, I'm like, they need to make Lala relevant, and she's not relevant on any show whatsoever. She's just a pair of cheeks. And I'm like, why the fuck are you here? I do not care. She needs to be killed. Like, she's not a specific person, so she can die. Shirley is replacing.
No, she is a specific person.
No,
She
she's
doesn't
a
have the
conglomerate.
name rights.
She's a conglomerate of like some characters. I'm like, so I feel like she could die. Like, I mean,
no, remember, Terry was arrested while being on the phone with her. So
the real Terry.
no, I'm saying when Brian and Leslie Jones came in to arrest Terry, and that she was on the phone with Markeisha.
Oh, all right. All right. So I wonder if Markeisha is ever gonna be referred to as the first lady of BMF. I don't think we're gonna get that far because again, this is the last season, so I'm pretty sure they're not making it to that level of BMF by episode 10. And maybe in one of the spinoffs, maybe. But they need to be replaced. I think we should. Well, let's wait till we review the last season of Power Book 3 before we talk about that silly shit. With the new Kanan going to the fucking origins. I was proud that Nikki did what the woman of the house, Lucille, couldn't do. But oh yeah, that was again. This is almost like it's Nikki's story. Like it's Nikki's story, and that would be a great story if they if they reframed it, not BMF. Like that was a good moment. You're right. She was the only adult in the room.
The narration being the supposed brothers should be her.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like it should be her story. We're seeing this drug empire through the eyes of the sister and how it impacted her and that sort of thing. Like that would be an interesting story.
I think no, that's the problem with the show is that it's narrated by the brothers because then you can say that's the way it's being depicted and law enforcement can try to pick at that. But if it's Nicole, this is from her perspective. She wasn't there for any of this stuff. So this is just made up bullshit that she filling in the blanks with stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. Like this should be told from her point of view. So they like I said, it's just her, it's how she sees the world, right? So but then you got to get into how are we seeing things that she wasn't there for, like the Jay Pusha story and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm saying, she just made that shit up. It's just
who's she telling? Like it's like the way this story is written, they got arrested present day, and now they're like in jail and they're retelling, remembering how they got here. That's how this story is being told.
She's writing a book, she's journaling, something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm saying if she's at that point, I mean, she's older and she's trying to see her life went, or she's telling her son, like that would be something. Did 50 have the show canceled or was it always? No, I think someone canceled it. I think with the whole Lionsgate, like the financial moves and all that kind of stuff, they're really cutting a lot of stuff. And he just put out a random social media post before the season started saying the last one. When he advertised, he was like, "This is it." Like this is this was not much like Power Book 2. Like they're just ending it. So it's gonna be some stuff that you're gonna be like, what? But this is not wrapping up. This was not on purpose. Like
no,
Power Book
3, we disagree about Power Book 2.
We do disagree about Power Book 2. Power Book 3.
This is no disagreement. This is not gonna have any sort of closure,
any kind of wrap up. But like definitely, yes, we do disagree. But same thing happened right before the season starts. The executive producer was like, "Oh yeah, last season." I was like, "No, something happened, and they're telling you got to wrap this shit up." And I was like, and so it's gonna be holes, but they gave you that much like they do a lot of stuff, which they gave you a post-credit scene, so at least Tariq has a future, so he can move on to that new shit he's gonna do with Tommy. Anyway, like I said, we'll do a video. Did y'all see Lil Meech snitch on his friends to the cops in real life this week? I saw something about it. Yes. But I mean, he's not really about that life, and there's nothing wrong with that. He could be like Jay Pusha shooting Keisha's sister because he thought about finding drugs, but food was wild. It was, but again, it showed you why Jay Pusha needed to go. But that's why Kia should have killed him. Like when she pointed that gun and she just kept on fucking talking, I'm like, shoot this bitch. Like shoot her now because she is unnecessary. Like she's wasting my time.
What that pissed me off. But then when she put the gun down from him saying, I'm a grimy nigga, right? You know how I do. I'm like, what the hell kind of explanation is this?
Is that? But wait. I liked the idea. She still should have shot him though. Like that, I like the idea. Even she said it. He protected me. Like, so he was like, what I did today is how I kept you alive all these other years. Da 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 da. And I like that kind of like that torn feeling in her. But in the end, she says, "You killed my sister," though, and she kills him. Like that would have made sense. Even if it was like he shoots her and then she shoots him and then he shoots her. It happens. And then they both fall, that would be good too. But to have this bitch just go, "Okay, daddy," and then he just takes her hostage, I'm like, this is dumb as fuck.
No, it could have even been like what do you call it? That shitty the shitty version of how Duda died or whatever, where she's going to kill him and then somebody comes up behind and does it first.
That's what happened. That's exactly what happened.
No, she put the gun down like, "I'm not going to do it." And then him takes, Jay Pusher takes her or whatever. So I'm like, it wasn't like she was actually going to do anything. She's
not dead.
Her.
Whoa. The sister's not dead?
No, she was in the hospital.
Oh, my bad. So I don't know. My fault. I thought she was dead. My fault. Because she looked quite not live. But okay. All right. My fault. Stop putting pretty girls that date rappers in these shows again. Oh, that's who she is. I don't know. Stop putting rappers in these shows who can't fucking act. Like, I mean, man, I didn't even know that. Who is the better actor? Oh, Young Miami. I don't know which one's which, so I can't really answer that question.
Sweetie, because
who did she play or who is she playing?
She was the chick in St. Louis last season, I believe. Sweetie.
So not Kia, somebody else.
Who is Lucky? Who is Lucky and who is Kia?
Who is Lucky in real life?
No, I'm saying who is the character Lucky on the show?
Lucky is the stripper that Meech was having sex with when Lucille showed up.
Okay, no. Is Sweetie is the girl from
there you go. Sweetie is Kia.
Yeah.
As the market says. So I would say she is.
Yeah, because
she's definitely
was like
trash. She was old boy's wife, right? She was old boy's wife who's like, "My husband died." That trick.
Yeah.
That trash. God damn. That was real bad. Yeah. Lucky is a stripper in the show. Yes. So yeah, now we're all straight. We got to wrap this, bro. I gotta get to Fantastic Four, which is far greater than anything I've ever seen. Any final words?
3 more episodes. I don't like. We're covering a show that's already been canceled, so I'm like, predictions really don't even matter. So.
It don't matter. We're gonna ride the show out as we do. Tomorrow. We're gonna do All the Queen's Men, The Shy, and Divorced Sisters. That's what we're doing. Real quick. So the vibrator behind you. I don't know why I'm whispering like these people who watch this video are not gonna hear this story, but I dated this girl. It was hilarious. I dated this girl, and I bought like a Walmart it had a little thing on it, but it was like a thing. It was like a vibrator. It was a regular like back massager, right? So I used it on her one night. Anyway, point is, we broke up. She never gave the thing back. Like it was, I was like, oh, it was light in my head. I was like, oh, she misses that thing more. She'll miss this thing. She loves that thing more than me. She would not. I was like, can I get my stuff back? Just in general, she never get. It was hilarious, bro. She never got that thing back. Anyway, bye, Jamani. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. I got to get to Fantastic Four if you want to do that. We got stuff coming for you tomorrow. Jamani, you probably won't be with us tomorrow, I would imagine.
No.
All right. So I'll
see
you.
Comment, subscribe.
Thanks, Jamani. I appreciate it. Bye, guys. I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching, people in the chat.
I enjoy the view. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're going to be like, oh, shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
You want to go there?
Oh, shit. Stacey, do your thing. Fuck that shit.
Anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just going to end this broadcast and say bye.